Hey, what's up guys, it's Blake, and today we're going to be talking about some of my favorite acoustic and stripped back versions of songs. I prefer to call myself an acoustic connoisseur and have a distinct type of acoustic version I love and appreciate. I frequently see many bands do acoustic versions that are literally just the guitar part moved to an acoustic format, note for note, and the vocals just kind of copy and pasted, and that's really the worst kind of acoustic version. I'm looking at you neck deep on this one. What I'm saying here is that you gotta bring something new to the table, like hit me with some piano or some xylophone, change the vibe of the song up a little bit. I want to feel the song more with a softer guitar and more raw vocals. It's supposed to be a more intimate performance, and the acoustic version should reflect that. Very few bands do this right, and it's honestly an art form. The songs on this list change the vibe of the original song completely and could honestly be standalone tracks as themselves. They make my heart hurt a little bit, at least most of them on this list, and I hope you enjoy these picks.
Where all our colors run together, let's take the worst and make it better. Let's take this mess and make a home.
The first song I chose is Cinderblock Garden by All Time Low off of their album Future Hearts. This was by far my favorite song off of Future Hearts, and I actually like the acoustic version of the song a lot more. I love that they didn't just throw in the guitar lead part in the song and just have the acoustic guitar play the open chords. There's a bunch of really subtle piano and string leads playing throughout the song that really give the song a new vibe and really recreate the feeling of it. This is such an emotional and pulling song, and those feelings don't really come out of the song until it's stripped back into the format of the acoustic version, and you can really hear Alex calling out in the chorus. If we're being honest, most All Time Low songs are pretty much just about being a fuckboy and drinking, so it's really nice to hear Alex sing about how much Lisa means to him and how he loves her so much and how they finally made it. So pure, so genuine, so heartfelt. Makes my cold and dead heart flutter.
Oh, my heart is so good, how I love you, yeah. So bad.
Next I chose the stripped version of ILYSB, or I Love You So Bad, by Lainey from their Makeout EP. If I could pick a perfect sound to represent like falling in love, it would be this song. It has the perfect hazy feeling between the oscillating synths that you can really only hear when you listen to the song with headphones. Just the way the sound moves is really ear-catching, and the fact that the synth is the only instrument going on in the verse really makes it stand out and really highlights that movement. I love that they added in a really simple guitar solo as well, and it's just really nice to hear the emotion carried out instrumentally in some actual instruments as well as vocally. The vocals are so soft and slow in this version, and this song is just full of vibes. It makes me want to fall in love again and experience all the things they talk about in the song with somebody new.
Proud. I wanna make you proud when you're looking down on me.
Third I chose Disappear by Issues off of their Diamond Dreams EP. I don't think I've ever heard a song that can compare to this like in my entire life. The original version of the song is full Issues style metalcore, but this version takes an R&B turn, and Tyler's vocals are really the centerpiece of the song. The song is incredibly personal for him, and he even cries in the first line of the song. That line is just heartbreaking to hear, and every time I listen to this version, I die a little bit because of how it opens. The vocals get amped up as the song goes on, and it gets to the point where Tyler is literally calling out to this person that he's lost. This honestly may be one of the more heart-wrenching songs and emotional songs that I've ever heard. Every single part of the song is so emotionally charged. I felt that was missing in the real version, but hearing Tyler articulate each phrase makes the song so emotionally poignant and makes those words hit so much harder.
Last night, before I hit the ground, oh God, I did the wrong thing to the right girl. My mind was only in it for a minute at a bad.
Next I chose Right Girl by The Maine off of their album Black and White. The original song is complete neon pop rock, but they turned this song into basically a John Mayer type style of jam. I actually like this version better than the original, and I heard them play this version of the song this weekend on the Lovely Little Lonely tour, and it was great, much better than the original. But when I think of the Maine's progression into what they are now, I think we can really point to this song as a point where everything changed and their sound really matured. This was right between Black and White and Pioneer, and this reminds me of a lot of the songs off of Pioneer and even some off of Forever Halloween. The chorus is super catchy, and I love the way that this version flows so seamlessly between sections of the song and how the lead guitar bleeds from verse to chorus. It's just a really chill and vibey song.
30 minutes before
before I drop you off. All we seem to do is talk about sex.
To close out the first half of the playlist, I chose Sex by the 1975 from their self-titled album. The version I'm talking about here is actually from the Vivo session they did right before that self-titled dropped in 2013. You never really realize how sad this song is until you hear it played like this. It's really easy to get lost in the fast-paced drums and bass of the original, but once you hear it slowed down and articulated in the clean guitar, you're like, wow, this is fucking art. At its heart, the song is about cheating and relationships falling apart, and in this version you really hear the sadness behind the story of the song, but in the original version you really hear the excitement of it. In this version it's almost like you're listening here as if it already happened and you're reflecting on it, but in the original you're listening to it as if it's happening in the moment. I don't know if that really makes sense, but that's how I've always felt while listening to this version compared to the original. It's just very somber, very sad, and reflective. But the 1975 never ceased to amaze me, and I love them.
Stay for tonight. If you want to, I can show you what my dreams are made of. Is I'm dreaming.
To open up the second half of the list, I chose If I'm James Dean, You're Audrey Hepburn by Sleeping with Sirens off of their If You Were a Movie, This Would Be Your soundtrack EP. I love this version so much because of just how different it is from the original. This version is so sweet and loving compared to the original that's like scene queen metalcore as fuck. If you listen to both the versions back to back and had no idea who Sleeping with Sirens were, you would probably think that they were completely different songs by two completely different bands. I love the melody in this version so much more as you really feel the message and hear the slight variances in the vocals. I'm definitely not a fan of Kellen Quinn as a screamer, but as a clean vocalist there's no denying that his range is incredible and he has a tons of talent. This version really shows off the true message of the song and fits really well with the vibe of the album, and I think this is the best thing this band has ever done. Next I chose Bike Scene by Taking Back Sunday off of their Tell All Your Friends 10-year acoustic live album. This is my favorite Taking Back Sunday song and a really underappreciated one in my opinion. It's so interesting to hear Adam's vocals in the style that he sings now over a song that was written well over 10 years ago. Taking Back Sunday's musicianship has improved so much and you hear the song from almost a completely new perspective. I love all the inclusion of the strings and piano that play the guitar parts while the drums and acoustic guitar kind of stay the same as how they were in the original. Hearing the duet at the end of the song between Adam and Michelle has such a different effect over an acoustic backdrop. It definitely increases the emotion and general vibe of the song. The song is so underappreciated, but I love it, and I think this version almost beats out the original.
Now don't be crazy as now, of course you can't stay here. You know we're going on 10 years, big deal.
Next I chose Hold On Till May by Pierce the Veil off of their album Collide with the Sky. Collide with the Sky honestly changed my life and is definitely one of the defining albums of my late teens for me. Hold On Till May is possibly my favorite closing track of all time, and it's the type of song that just needs an acoustic version. This version didn't come out until I think after a year after the album dropped, after Vic and Jenna from Tell the Light Live did a version of this song for Alt Press. I remember the first time I heard this song live, Vic added a guitar solo into the bridge of the electric version, and when I heard that, it was just like goosebumps all over, and I was like, wow, this is fucking incredible. They translated that live guitar solo so well into the Spanish flamenco style that they have in this version. It's honestly the highlight of the song for me and an iconic addition to, I think, one of Pierce the Veil's best songs they've ever written.
Am I you that you never wanted? Or has it been so long that you've forgotten? All we ever share are dial tones.
Second to last, I chose Dial Tones by As It Is off the deluxe version of Never Happy Ever After. I would like to preface this by saying that I hated Never Happy Ever After, but Dial Tones was a huge guilty pleasure song for me and has one of the best pop punk choruses I've heard in a very long time. Here they turned it into a sadder and more haunting version of what it was though. I love the fact that there are no strings in this song, just acoustic guitar, piano, and vocals. It creates a more intimate and personal song that feels like it's being played right in front of you. The song's bridge was basically begging to be turned into an acoustic version. It's already stripped down a ton from the rest of the song, but I think that's the part of this acoustic version that gets translated the best. But I definitely like this version of the song much more than the original.
We turned on the fountain today as I rolled down 19th to Logan Circle. I felt
something in me changed.
Last, I chose Logan Circle, A New Hope by the Wonder Years off of their album The Upsides. The original song is a fast-paced pop-punk song that's really reminiscent of finding yourself in your early 20s, but you get a very positive message from the original. But I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say this song will actually kill you and give the impression of complete sadness. This song to me sounds so hopeless. It's like you don't have it figured out even though you say you do. I love how the tone of the piano mixes with the clean electric guitar and how the drums are very similar to like a marching type beat. There's something really special about The Upsides, and this is a song that really brings the album together where you really get the message of what the Wonder Years are trying to communicate to the listener. That message is very easy to miss on the electric version, but on A New Hope it's right in your face and undeniable. But that is it for this playlist. Definitely let me know what you think of my picks and what your favorite acoustic versions and stripped back versions are your favorites as well, and thank you so much for watching.